I want to touch on what's going on in the U.S. with the Trump mania, and how he appears to be taking the lead up to the election. And a lot of Canadians or people I talk to, either they're a big supporter of Trump or they completely don't understand what's going on in the U.S. and how they could ever vote for Trump again. And I came across this video on TikTok by Michael Moore, and he does a really good job kind of painting a picture of exactly why Trump has become so popular in the US and the movement behind him. And it really is a movement. It's not Trump himself per se. I believe, this is my opinion, that it's really what he stands for, and it's kind of the uprising of the public versus the institutions versus the authority. And when people think of Trump, they're like, why? This is a rich old dude. He's a billionaire. He's nothing like the average man or woman. But it's not that. It's really the movement he stands for, which is a revolt of the public against the institutions and authority. And Michael Moore does a really good job kind of painting the picture of this. So I'm gonna try and post Michael Moore's video at the end of this one. If not, it'll be in my profile. You'll see it posted as a separate video, but I suggest you check it out. And the gist of it is that people have had enough. They're done with the hand of cards they've been dealt, and they want to redeal. And they're sick and tired of these institutions and this authority telling them the way it should be, and being felt like they've been dealt a shitty hand. And it's time to redeal. They want a new dealer. And Trump is giving them hope that major changes can come their way and they can get dealt a new hand, and their prospects for a brighter future will improve. Anyways, check out the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Take care.
Donald Trump came to the Detroit Economic Club and stood there in front of the Ford Motor executives and said, if you close these factories as you're planning to do in Detroit and build them in Mexico, I'm going to put a 35% tariff on those cars when you send them back, and nobody's going to buy them. It was an amazing thing to see. No politician, Republican or Democrat, had ever said anything like that to these executives. And it was music to the ears of people in Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, the Brexit states. You live here in Ohio, you know what I'm talking about. Whether Trump means it or not is kind of irrelevant, because he's saying the things to people who are hurting. And it's why every beaten down, nameless, forgotten working stiff who used to be part of what was called the middle class loves Trump. He is the human Molotov cocktail that they've been waiting for. The human hand grenade that they can legally throw into the system that stole their lives from them. And on November 8th, Election Day, although they lost their jobs, although they've been foreclosed on by the bank, next came the divorce, and now the wife and kids are gone, the car's been repoed, they haven't had a real vacation in years, they're stuck with the shitty Obamacare bronze plan where you can't even get a fucking Percocet. They've essentially lost everything they had, except one thing. The one thing that doesn't cost them a cent and is guaranteed to them by the American Constitution, the right to vote. They might be penniless, they might be homeless, they might be fucked over and fucked up. It doesn't matter, because it's equalized on that day. A millionaire has the same number of votes as the person without a job. One. And there's more of the former middle class than there are in the millionaire class. So on November 8th, the dispossessed will walk into the voting booth, be handed a ballot, close the curtain, and take that lever, or felt pen or touchscreen, and put a big fucking X in the box by the name of the man who has threatened to upend and overturn the very system that has ruined their lives. Donald J. Trump.